Welcome back to the Hurry Up Offense. Fantasy football advice in 5 minutes or less. I'm Smokey Rameriz, your fantasy football pro. Let's go. Today's topic is stay the course. But first, let's get into the news. Everyone knows all the bad news coming out of week 2, so I'm hoping right now to give you a little bit of good news that could make you feel a little better heading into week 3. Cam Akers, who racked his ribs Sunday, should be okay, says Sean McVay. So keep monitoring that. He could be playing, and that backfield could still be muddied. The Giants sign Davonte Freeman. Look for him to take the starting role, but don't expect prime Saquon numbers out of this. George Kittle, who needs his knee back, is limited in practice. Keep monitoring because he could be coming back this week, so it's very possible. Will Fuller, who was holding his hammy, not on the injury report as of now. Looks like he's going to be playing. Davonte Adams, who was also holding his hammy, is up in the air for this week. Too early to make decisions, but we'll see what goes on. Kenny Golladay, holding his hammy also. You see a pattern here? Logging limited practice. If he logs a full practice by Friday, I think he plays. And hopefully these guys are going to help you get back on track after all those injuries. And that's it for the news. Let's get into the game theory portion of the program. Guys, stay the course on proven commodities. Yes, I understand. This is hard to have the nerve to do considering certain guys like Carson Wentz, we may just end up admitting we were wrong on the projections for him this season. Man, this is a game of probability. No matter how much you study the numbers and the cycles and trends, you can't hit 100%. There comes a time to cut bait on every player that's not performing. But 2 games is not a big enough sample size to make those conclusions. A 3 to 4 game sample size is much more feasible in my opinion for proven commodities. Now, I say proven commodities because this doesn't go for players without high draft capital. Rookies sometimes, unless they are highly drafted, and practice squad guys who just happen to fall into a decent role at some point. Guys, you can cut bait on those because they are disposable. And not saying anything offensive here, but they are disposable to the team, and you can see their role completely cut out at any moment if they are not producing, after 1 game even. But guys who are proven commodities, who the team believes in, are going to be there even through the bad games, and hopefully they eventually start producing for your fantasy team. You should not be in the desperation of win now mode after 2 weeks into the season. So there should be time for you to kick back and watch these players, even if you have to put them on your bench for now. But you should be in a comfortable enough situation that you can take an L for 1 week while you're making a determination on one of these players. If you are losing every game by massive numbers 3 weeks into the season, you may have to look at your drafting process and adjust for future seasons. But for now, guys, just stay the course on your proven commodity players. Now, something I want to touch on really quickly before we wrap up for this week is what's going on with Drew Brees. People in the fantasy community are dumbfounded right now as to why Drew Brees has seemingly fallen off the map in 1 week. This comes down to Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is Drew Brees' safety net right now and has been since he was drafted. We need to look no further than to the 2015 season, the season before Michael Thomas was added to the Saints. The Saints record was 7-9 that season. 2016 they go 7-9 again. But for the last quarter of that season, Michael Thomas really came on strong. 2017, 11-5. 2018, 13-3. 2019, 13-3. With Thomas playing, Brees has a 40-18 record with a 109.2 passer rating, 121 passing touchdowns, and 29 interceptions. In the 2 games without Michael Thomas playing since he was drafted, Brees is now 0-2 with a 69 passer rating, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions. Guys, this should let you know Drew Brees is not looking to throw downfield anymore. So when Michael Thomas returns, look for him, look for Drew Brees, and look for Jared Cook, all to have big games and put up massive numbers for the remainder of the season as long as they stay healthy. Period. That's it for this week. Please subscribe to the Beyond Football channel. I am Smokey Rameriz, your fantasy football pro. This has been the Hurry Up Offense, and we'll see you next week. Deuces.